NBA breaking news. The All-Star starters have been selected. Oh! What the heck is going on? It is your boy Hoops Live 24Q7, and we just had the All-Star starters announced, man. Fantastic news! So for the NBA All-Star game, what they're going to be doing, it's going to be really weird. It's going to be in one night on March 7th, and what's going to happen is it's going to be the skills challenge, followed by the three-point contest, followed by the first half of the All-Star game, and then at halftime they're going to be doing the dunk contest, followed up by the second half of the game where they do the Kobe rule at the end, where they add 24 points first to hit it wins. Okay, so let's start it off. In the East, the captain of the All-Star team is Kevin Durant, who is averaging 29 points a game on 52% from the field, 43% from three, and he's got 7 boards and 5 assists a game. Then going over to the West side, we have LeBron James as the captain. He's been the captain ever since they decided to start doing these player versus player captain select your team, ever since it was Bron and Steph Curry, and they didn't televise it because they thought, oh my gosh, we gotta be fair to the people who are gonna get picked last. They're gonna be too sensitive. Then everyone was like, what the heck, they're all stars, it's fine. So Bron, my goodness, man, for LeBron James this year, he is averaging 25.7 points a game, 50% from the field, 37% from three, 8 boards, 8 assists, and this is his 17th All-Star appearance. And Kevin Durant, by the way, he was 11 times All-Star appearance. So then let's go ahead and let's start off with the Western Conference side. For the guards, we have Stephen Curry with his 7th All-Star start, averaging 30 points a game, 49% from the field, 42.5% from three, 5 boards, 6 assists. Very, very, very reminiscent of his unanimous MVP year, where Steph is gaining a lot of traction right now if he could be an MVP this year. But it really, they're a 7th seed right now, so it all depends on where they finish this season. Then at the other guard position, we have the Don, Luka Doncic, man. And this kid, whoo, this is his 2nd All-Star appearance in 3 years in the league. This year, he is averaging 29 points a game, 47% from the field, 33% from three. So not too great there. 8.6 boards a game and 9.4 assists. So dang, Don, that's pretty special. And for the forwards, we have LeBron in his 17th appearance, and at the other forward spot, we have a usual face now, Kawhi the Claw Leonard. Now Kawhi this year is averaging 26.7 points a game, 51% from the field, 39% from three, 6 boards and 5 assists. And 5 assists is a career high for him right now. Previously it was 4.9, so it's not like it's drastically higher for him, but it is a career high right now. So him passing like this is big, especially with Paul George out lately, and we're not really sure on his timetable. Fantastic work from Kawhi. And then at the center spot, but it's also a forward spot ever since they changed that, they stopped giving centers their own position, we have Nikola Jokic. This brother, man, oh my goodness, he is averaging 27 points a game, 57% from the field, and he's shooting 40% from three, 11 boards and 8.6 assists. Now Jokic is averaging 27 points a game. His previous career high was only 20.1 points a game, and that was 2 years ago. Jokic is different, man. He's coming out like an animal. If they still had Jeremy Grant and they still had Malik Beasley, we would be talking about the Denver Nuggets as actual potential contenders for the finals. But without them, they're looking more or less run-of-the-mill type team. But that does it for the Western Conference. Now, also a couple of snubs that I do think could have potentially been in the All-Star starting position, who will most likely be All-Stars either way, is Donovan Mitchell from the Utah Jazz, who's averaging 24 points a game, 4 boards, 5 assists. If his numbers were a little more popping, because he's only shooting 42% from the field, with them being the #1 seed in the whole NBA, I think he would have been a lock at starter over Doncic. But his numbers just aren't that popping. So as the season progresses, I think he'll start getting more MVP looks as his numbers start to progress, because I do believe that they will. And the other one being Dame Dollar, who's averaging 29.8 points a game, 45% from the field, 38% from three, 4 boards, 7.7 assists. So Dame's playing a great year too. Right now they're at the 4 seed, and the jury's still out whether or not they're going to keep progressing, because there's no CJ McCollum, there's no Nurkic, and we all know that when Dame has to do all this during the regular season, come postseason, we don't ever really see them as an actual threat to make it to the championship, but we'll see. Now back on over to the East side, we have Kevin Durant as the captain of the East side, and then we have Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is a 5-time All-Star, averaging 28.2 points a game, 56% from the field, 29% from three, 11 boards, about 6 assists. Yanni, the back-to-back reigning MVP, reigning Defensive Player of the Year, did not get captain on the East side, even though Kevin Durant has missed some games. The fans love KD, man. We know KD is the best player in the East, so I think that was a good call by the league, making sure that KD was definitely the all-star captain. Next, we have Joel Embiid, an MVP favorite right now in the Eastern side at least, but he's kind of trending to be the actual MVP if their record maintains, because Philly, they're pretty stable right now. They actually have a very good offense running with their team, with Seth Curry and Danny Green additions to their team. They're playing like a ball club and they're looking good, but he's averaging 29.7 points a game, 54% from the field, almost 40% from three, 11 boards and 3 assists, and he is a 4-time All-Star. So big ups to my guy Joel Embiid. And then for the guard positions, we have from the lowly Washington Wizards, Bradley Beal, averaging 32.8 points a game, 47% from the field, and 33% from three. He's a 3-time All-Star, and the Wizards' record is only 9-17 right now. So to see him as a starter, I'm a little surprised. I was also a little surprised when Trae Young was a starter last year in the All-Star game. So we'll see how he does. I don't see him as being a breakout All-Star performer, but I do think he'll be good. And then finally, Uncle Drew, Kyrie Irving, the 7-time All-Star, averaging 28 points a game. Now, listen to these field goal percentages, man. He's averaging 53% from the field, 44% from three, 4.6 boards a game, and 5.7 assists. But those field goal percentages are nuts, and he's shooting over 90 from the free throw line. So Kyrie Irving is just a monster in efficiency this year. So big ups to him. I know he took some time off when he took some leave, and I honestly did not think he was going to be the starter in the East. I actually thought that James Harden was going to get it, because this year he's averaging 24.5 points a game, 48% from the field, 38% from three, but he's averaging 11.3 assists and 7.3 boards. Those are monster numbers. Whenever you're averaging over 20 points a game and you're over 10 assists a game, those are monster numbers. Back in the day, man, when CP3 put up a 20 and 10 year, I was like, what? This is crazy. And now it's become a little more familiar, and more players are doing it these days with the offensive boost that the league has had. But to average 24 and 11 and going to a new team and fitting in and still doing that and performing like a monster, what was it, 2 nights ago he had 38 and 11, man. This guy is nuts, dude. So I really thought that he was going to get that starting spot, also considering the last 4 years he's been top 5 in the MVP race. I mean, Harden is special, man. And then another snub that I thought could have been in there was either Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics, but their record just doesn't do it for them, man. They're honestly not trending in a great direction. Kemba Walker's not looking too good this year, and I think they definitely need to make some moves. I think Danny Ainge needs to make some moves for Boston to get them continuing, because they have a 1-2 punch in Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They're both at 25 plus a game. That is almost unparalleled. It is like a little bit of a younger version of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. So I cannot wait to see what is in store for their career going forward. Either way, man, if you like this kind of content, feel free to like and subscribe. That'd be fantastic. We're trying to create a community here. If not, no big deal, man. It is all love. Remember, we're all in this together. Either way, it's your boy Hoops Life 24Q7. Stay tuned. Stay with me. Peace.